There was a young girl whose father was always away at work, leaving her to fend for herself. Her mother was severely ill and spent most of her time in the hospital. Over time, their finances began to dwindle. Eventually, her mother passed away, and the father, devastated by the loss, faced bankruptcy. He tirelessly searched for a job, but nothing seemed to work out. One day, the girl noticed a beautiful dress tucked inside her father's suitcase. Mistaking it for something her mother had once owned, she excitedly took it and altered it to fit her. She wore it in the hopes of surprising her father, but when he saw her, his anger flared. He yelled at her, causing her heart to break in confusion. Days later, the father disappeared without a trace. Desperate for answers, the girl grew up in silence, missing him but unsure of where he had gone. Years passed, and on the day of her wedding, a homeless man approached her with a hopeful look in his eyes, asking for a hug. Angrily, she pushed him away and called for security. The man, pleading, shouted, "It's me, your father." She was furious and refused to believe him. As security dragged him away, he dropped a letter at her feet. Trembling, she opened it. It read, "My dear Jane, I can't believe how much you've grown. I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you all these years. Remember that dress I scolded you for? It was for my boss's wife, and it cost $10,000. I was jailed for 10 years because of it, but please know that I still love you always." The girl's heart shattered as she realized her father had spent every penny he had on her mother's hospital bills. Tears streamed down her face as she rushed to find him. She found him just in time to ask him to walk her down the aisle, and with open arms, they shared a long, overdue embrace.